Roman Abramovich to bankroll top-tier signings. Chelsea have concrete interest for Jack Grealish, and of course, another Hakimi update. Hello everyone, welcome to another video of mine. It's Kemal AA, and this is another Chelsea transfer news daily video for you guys, where I'll keep you guys up to date with all the latest Chelsea news in the past 24 hours. And some big news stories, some major breaking news stories in regards to Jack Grealish, Roman Abramovich bankrolling these signings, Erling Haaland, and of course another massive Hakimi update. Now, the reason why Hakimi, the details of the update, the reason why it's not in the title and nor is it massive in the thumbnail is because I'm tired. I'm tired of continuously speaking about Hakimi every single day. I'm tired, Robbie. I don't want to bore you guys out every single day talking about the same thing. So we're mixing it up a bit, but because there's still massive news in regards to Hakimi, you will still get a major update. So stay tuned for that. That will be towards the end of the video. But let's switch things up a bit because there's some new news in regards to other players as well. But before I do get into it, make sure you smash the like button, subscribe, hit the bell notification, and comment down below your thoughts and opinions on each story that I do speak about. But without further ado, let's get straight into this news daily, and starting off with the report that's come out from Footy Insider. They've stated that Chelsea owner Roman Abramovich has made it clear to the hierarchy, the Chelsea boardroom staff and the hierarchy, that he will personally bankroll top-tier signings if deals can be agreed. Now, this can be anyone. This could be Erling Haaland, this could be Hakimi, this could be Jack Grealish. And again, it shows the intent, the power from Roman Abramovich, because he wants to compete with Europe's best. He wants Chelsea to become an elite powerhouse once again, like we were 10, 15 years ago. Now, it's not to say Chelsea are not an elite club. Of course we are. We're champions of Europe. How can we not be? But we want to stay at that level. We don't want to win a Champions League and decline, because let's be honest, if we're being brutally honest now, ever since we won our first Champions League in 2012, we're on a steady decline. Yes, we won a couple of league titles, but we weren't as dominant in that decade compared to the previous decade. And I think that this new decade that we're in, we need to keep the momentum. We've won a Champions League. We're on our highest high. We can pull anyone we like. We're champions of Europe. We've got the finances and resources to compete with pretty much any single club in Europe, whether that's Paris Saint-Germain, whether that's Manchester City, both Spanish giants, including Real Madrid and Barcelona. Financially, and of course in terms of resources, we can compete with any single club in Europe. So we have to take advantage of our pull power and make sure that we maintain our pull by staying at the top, trying to go back-to-back in Champions League, trying to become champions of England, because we are capable. We have the squad. We have a world-class manager playing amazing football. This is now the time to build a dynasty with Thomas Tuchel, and I think this is the perfect response after winning your Champions League. Essentially, this is the power of intent you want to see from your owner. Bankrolling these signings, whoever we want, and I'll be delving into them any moment, but whoever we want, this is good news. It's massive news. Now, in terms of the source, Footy Insider, it's not the most credible, I will be honest. It's not the most reliable, but that's besides the point, because we can all agree that with the intent that we're showing already, us being interested and close to signing Hakimi, we're not sure if that's going to happen. I'll be delving into that later on. Our intent in terms of Erling Haaland, despite already spending over £200 million last summer, shows the intent that we have. So you don't need to see reports like this, because you're already seeing it in the media anyway. And we know that Roman is, of course, a very ambitious owner. He wants Chelsea to be thriving. He wants Chelsea to prosper. And of course, you're already seeing the ambition in the media. So this is not exactly new news, but it's just great to give us a bit of hope. It gives us that, that reassurance that, of course, he will be spending big this summer. But let's move on to the news in terms of players that we're linked to. And Jack Grealish, Footy Insider have confirmed Chelsea have a concrete interest in signing Aston Villa star Jack Grealish this summer. They are ready to push Manchester City all the way for the England international. Now, I spoke about Jack Grealish a couple of weeks ago because there was rumours and whispers. Now, again, we're not sure how reliable and credible these reports are. Of course, whether it makes logical sense to sign Grealish is a completely different talking point, which I'll be delving into in a second. I'll give my thoughts and opinions. But in terms of the actual links, I don't want to get too excited until I see top-tier journalists, top-tier, media outlets reporting this. Like your Fabrizio Romano's, your Matt Laws, your Nizar Kintella's, your Liam Toomey's, The Athletic, etc. Once these reporting outlets start reporting Chelsea's imminent interest in the likes of a Jack Grealish, that's when I'll start to get excited. But before then, when you're seeing tier 3, tier 4 media outlets reporting our interest, it's nothing to get excited over. At the moment, it's just whispers and it's just rumours. Now, in terms of Jack Grealish's quality and attributes, how would he contribute to this Chelsea team? Now, I think it's quite evident and quite clear that he is simply a world-class player. You know, the way that he's performing for Aston Villa, he's by far Aston Villa's best player. He single-handedly saved them from relegation 2 seasons ago, and lastly, he guided them to a mid-table finish, which has been tremendous for Aston Villa. They've got a fantastic project going on. But in terms of Villa, in terms of Jack Grealish as a player, the attributes and qualities he has: fantastic mentality and leadership. He's strong, he's clever, very, very technical. He has a lot of technical ability. His passing quality, his passing range. He's really good from shooting outside the box. If you look at his GA, his goals and assists, he puts up really good numbers, especially in a team like Aston Villa. His passing, his movement in lines. His defensive work rate as well is tremendous. So, of course, he can play in multiple positions in that midfield area. He can play as well in the front three in terms of left wing, right wing. He's very good with both feet. He's clever. He's quick. He's tricky. Relatively agile as well. And, of course, he wins a lot of fouls. He reminds me a lot like Eden Hazard because he's a maverick. You know, he wins a lot of fouls. He's very, very technically gifted. The way that he weaves in and out of players. As I said, his passing range I like to emphasise and highlight because is a fantastic attribute that Jack Grealish has. And with that age of 25, 26, you know, he's hitting his prime now. He's hitting his prime. He's Premier League proven, England international, so he fills that homegrown quota. For me, I think it'd be a fantastic addition to Chelsea. Honestly, I think that he would be a fantastic addition. How legitimate are these reports? Again, it remains to be seen. I'm not going to get excited until I see, you know, your Fabrizio Romano's, your Matt Laws, your Athletics, etc. Until then, I can't get excited. But it's good to see that Chelsea are being linked with these top-class players. Whether it's a Jack Grealish or an Erling Haaland or an Achraf Hakimi, it's really good news because it shows that Chelsea are heading in the right direction. But what do you guys think? Leave me your thoughts and opinions in the comment section below. What are your thoughts on Grealish as a player? Do you think Chelsea would sign him? And that's the other thing as well. Do we even need a Jack Grealish? And that's the other question because Grealish is a creative attacking midfielder. Yes, he can play left wing as well, but his predominant position is in the midfield as an attacking midfielder, and we are abundant in that position in terms of Kai Havertz, Mason Mount. We've got Ruben as well, who's going to get a look in by Thomas Tuchel in pre-season. Whether he has a future at Chelsea is remains to be seen, but the point stands. We have Mason Mount, we have Kai Havertz, we still have Hakim Ziyech. You know, Hakim Ziyech's future is still uncertain. Is he going to stay? Is he going to go? Potentially, if we did sell Ziyech, I could see Chelsea going in, dipping into the market for a Grealish. But if Ziyech was struggling for game time, then how is Grealish going to get game time? Surely if he moves to Chelsea, he gets that sufficient and consistent game time because he has the quality to do so. So again, we've got Ziyech in that position, Kai Havertz, Mason Mount. So, you know, Timo Werner plays on the wing alongside Christian Pulisic. And then you've got Callum Hudson-Odoi. So we're abundant in the attacking area. So I don't see how this would make too much sense. Of course, the main priority is that number 9. So again, I'm not sure if we need Jack Grealish necessarily. But for me, if we did sell Ziyech, I would be interested for Chelsea to go in and dip into the market and sign a Jack Grealish. But what do you guys think? Leave me your thoughts and opinions in the comment section below. But let's move on to Achraf Hakimi. Achraf Hakimi, I've got to speak about him. I know you guys are bored. I've been speaking about Hakimi every single day, but it's got to be done. I'm afraid it's got to be done because there's massive updates from every single Italian report and journalists, reliable ones. Fabrizio Romano's an update on the Achraf Hakimi situation, as well as Marzio and Angelo Mangiante, who writes for Sky Italia. Now, Angelo Mangiante is confirmed the race for Hakimi is still open. Surprise, surprise. Between Chelsea and Paris Saint-Germain for Achraf Hakimi, both are close. Inter Milan are expecting new bids. Talks are ongoing, but nothing done yet. Di Marzio said Achraf Hakimi is already thought to have agreed personal terms with Paris Saint-Germain, and Paris is believed to be his preferred destination amid interest from Chelsea. Of course, that does not look good for Chelsea at all. Paris Saint-Germain, according to Di Marzio as he continues, Paris Saint-Germain are close to making a bid worth €75 million, including add-ons for Inter Milan, wing-back and Chelsea target Achraf Hakimi, with the amount likely to be enough to persuade the Nerazzurri to sell the player. The €75 million would put PSG ahead of their main rivals Chelsea in the pursuit of Achraf Hakimi's signature. PSG getting closer and closer to signing Chelsea target Achraf Hakimi. Developments are expected in the next few days. Contact with his agent are now continuous. That does not look good. I do not like hearing that, yeah? As it stands, as I can confirm, PSG are leading the race. And they're leading the race by quite a distance. They're going to, their offer for Achraf Hakimi is imminent. Chelsea have to respond with speed and precision. Fabrizio has confirmed PSG are also getting closer to signing Hakimi. Nothing is done yet, but Inter Milan are expecting them to make a new bid in the next few days. Chelsea are only offering players so far and are yet to make an official bid. Now, listen, if you wanted Hakimi, it's looking sticky. It's not looking good. Listen, all I've got to say is, you know, get ready for Adama. Yeah, you know what I mean? Just get ready for Traore. Joking aside, it's not done yet. As they're both confirmed, it's not done yet. It's just that PSG are leading the race by some distance. Chelsea have to respond now. If Chelsea are serious about signing Hakimi, they respond with a much more significant bid. As I've always confirmed, Hakimi doesn't mind where he plays. He's attracted to both Chelsea and Paris Saint-Germain. The factor here is his wife and his family. His wife and his family really want to live in Paris. But Hakimi doesn't mind. He doesn't mind playing for either Paris Saint-Germain or Chelsea. He loves both clubs. Both clubs are attracted to him. We're both powerhouse elite clubs. So it's understandable. Don't think that Hakimi prefers PSG, because it's not the case. Hakimi doesn't mind. He doesn't prefer Chelsea. He doesn't prefer PSG. He doesn't mind either way. It's his family, it's a sticking point. Of course, Inter Milan will sell to the club who pays the most money, who gives him the BBD, the bigger, better deal. It's as simple as that. So, as I said, the race is not over. As I keep stressing, the race is not over. But just as it stands, as I make this video, Paris Saint-Germain are leading the race. Let's just wait and see what happens. But as I keep stressing, I'm bored. I'm bored of talking about it. But when there's updates, I've got to give it to you guys. I've got to give you guys the best updates in terms of, keeping you guys informed. This is it. As it stands, PSG are about to put an imminent €75 million bid and they're leading the race. That's the situation right now. But that is me wrapping up the News Daily. If you did enjoy, don't forget to smash the like button, subscribe, hit the bell notification, and I'll see all of you guys for my next video. Peace.